Morning, everyone. We're going to be doing our virtual whale tour the scenic town of Trinity this morning. Traveling solo today, but we've got an overcast day, slightly better or worse conditions than we had at the on the iceberg tour, but it is what it is. I have seen whales as of yesterday, so we're going to head out on the water, get some pictures. I'll introduce you to how we whale watch, and I'll introduce some stock footage of why whales come here, what they do, what they eat, how long they stay, and where they go when they're finished. So without any further ado, I'll show you Trinity and the surrounding area, and we'll get ready to do our run. So our Zodiac has been serviced and is ready to run. And I'll speak to you further on the water. I'll take some footage as I'm going out the harbor here. Okay, speak to you in a bit. Cheers, bye-bye. So beautiful just as we're leaving the harbor here. A lot of swell on the last couple of days, a lot of wind. Fort Point Lighthouse. Getting a lot of swell today. With all the wind we've had the last couple of days. A few shags flying around. This standalone rock structure right here is called the Naked Man. Not because it represents a phallic symbol or anything, but because it's a standalone rock spire at the entrance to a harbor. It was marked on the charts as that to indicate, especially in the days of sail when you were coming down in fog and rain, drizzle and snow, you could recognize a landmark such as the Naked Man. You knew you were close to the entrance to Trinity Harbor. There's usually a bird perched on top of it, just like it is here today. In this case, an old gull. I'll speak to you when I get around the corner here. That was Green Island. Where we're coming into now is where I usually stop to do our whale watching tour introductions. The reason I stop here, a big part of the reason, is right up in this cliff face right here. There is an eagle's nest. And you see right now the eagle is in there. So they have, there is a chick in the nest. I shouldn't say chick, there's eggs in the nest. Let me see if I get this straight, guys. Sorry, hang on. There we go. Here's the eagle's nest right there. So I think you can just see the eagle's head in it, that white crown. But anyway, her partner is usually here as well. You see where that dead tree sticks out? There you go, it's a better view. Her partner usually hangs out here as well. Anyway, this is where I usually stop and talk to everybody about whale watching and how we watch for whales. And again, everybody has an active part when they're on board. And what we do is that we have a boat full of people usually, not so much today, and they are located all around the boat. So we assign quadrants to everybody. We use a clock. 12 after 6, right is 3, left is 9. And I just suppose it might as well for me to talk for a little bit. So we assign quadrants to everybody. Like I said, we keep 360-degree vigil. The whales can come up behind us just as well as in front. So it's important to keep an eye behind as well as forward. So we've got 4 quadrants. If you're in the upper right quadrant, watch 12 to 3, and the lower right quadrant 3 to 6, lower left quadrant 6 to 9, upper left quadrant 9 to 12. That way, if you see anything, I can say, you see something in 10 or 2, I can say, yeah, I can see what you're talking about, and we can go to it or whatever. And you get really good. You see something 4:15, I'll know exactly where to look. So we're looking for spouts. Spouts from a humpback. A humpback whale will be nice and straight and high. Balloons at the top. A fin whale, the second largest whale in the world, would be 66 to 80 feet long. It would have a spout that would be high and straight and go much higher than a humpback's. You see it from quite some distance. They have a tendency to stay down longer. Humpbacks usually anywhere between 5 to 8 minutes when they're feeding. It can be longer. Here in the bay now when they're chasing mudge herring, what we call baby herring on the bottom, they've been known to stay down for up to half an hour. And that's been kind of the experience that we've had with them in the last little while. So I'll probably show some stock footage of actual feeding events that we've had. Most of the whales have not arrived here and won't arrive here until about the end of June, which is the peak of the capelin season. Capelin is a small fish that, something like a smelt. However, it's not, they come in by the billions and possibly trillions all around these bays and harbors and inlets. And they spawn out in the beaches and in the shallow waters around the bay here. So I'm just going to some of the landscape here. As a matter of fact, On this point right here, there was a big Hollywood movie shot in 2001 called The Shipping News. If it's of interest to anybody, you can look it up. A lot of big name stars in it: Kevin Spacey, Judi Dench, Julianne Moore, Scott Glenn had a cameo appearance, and it was a big deal at the time here. There's been several movie projects filmed in the area here. Excuse me. So it'll be worthwhile looking up. As you can tell, it's not rocky, it's not sandy beach. It's a lot of rock-hewn geology here. As a matter of fact, this is where some of the first life on the planet took place. These rocks date back to about 550 million years old. This is why you won't find dinosaur bones or anything in these rocks and all these crevices. It's because the life that took place here was very much the first life on the planet. Would have been like sea ferns, maybe trilobites, smaller fossil animals, mollusks, and that type of thing. So I'm going to go on up to Pigeon Cove now, which is on up the bay there, past Green Island here, right up in this area, right up there. We're going to go up there and have a look around. And then we're probably going to head down to the horse chops to see if there's any whales down there. So that's where we're headed. I'll talk to you on the way. Well, we'll just sign off and wait for him again. Sometimes I turn the engine off just to see if I can hear whales, because on the water like this, it's so quiet. And if you get it when the wind is just right, when there's little or no wind like today, that you can hear the whale just as much as you can see them. And we've got a bunch of northern gannets flying around today. These are eider ducks over here, just flying along there. I don't know if we can catch them or no. Oh, they're coming along in front of the boat. Oh, there they are. Beautiful, beautiful birds. These are Atlantic white sided. What a treat, man, what a treat. So we do have a humpback here this morning. Probably the same one we saw yesterday. Should be able to tell now from the tail when it comes up. Oh, wondering if this might be two. Looks interesting. We'll keep you posted. It looks like a little puffin flying by there. We're not going to see him. But anyway, you see the footprint there.
This guy's coming up here. Well, I think we've been accepted into the group. Yeah. Here we go again. I've seen similar. I mean, it's not odd. Right here. I know what these guys are going to do next.
I would love a breach right now.
I was going to say, this isn't breaching behavior what they're doing right now.
No?
No. Well, they're very much having a lot of fun, there's no doubt.
These whales are humpbacks. They are known as the showmen of the oceans.
Oh, it'll turn
They
out.
do peck fin slapping, tail lobbing, peduncle throws, and full body breaches out of the water. They come to Newfoundland every year chasing the capelin, which we've seen in the videos.
I'll try and come around on our left, their right.
Once they are well fed, they perform, usually later in the season, like the display we're getting here. These are what we call
There's a whale
dancers.
closer than that one right
They dance
there.
with the
There's one
boat,
right
they
here.
dance all around,
Right,
they
right
perform, they're well fed and they're happy.
10, 12 feet to our
They
10
spend their
o'clock
time,
there.
they come up from the Dominican Republic where
One whale
they
closer
spend
here.
their winters. They gorge and feed themselves here for approximately
You see the teal
6 to
green?
8 weeks on the capelin cycle during June, July, and about half of
We're really
August.
having some magic time with these whales, no doubt. So we're really sharing something special.
Once these whales have left Newfoundland, they do travel around quite a bit. Some have been known to go as far as the Barents Sea in Norway and into the parts
still
of
at it.
Russia. It is only in the last 10 to 15 years that humpback whales have been seen in Norway. There was still a commercial fishery for them
Smack this
there,
guy on
and
the
they were
head.
badly decimated. But with the return of the herring stocks in Norway, the fishery is doing well. So you get a lot of orcas, humpbacks, fin whales,
Just put us in reverse
and minke
here a little
whales,
bit.
all
Don't
in the
want to,
North Sea there.
Oh my gosh.
Oh. Oh my! This is fabulous.
He's not a dog. I know. I'm trying to see his head.
He's gonna go again, look. Shingles.
When you get these exuberant displays of
Just having such a
peck
good
fin
time.
slapping, tail lobbing, and just the behaviors that we see here, is a good indication that these whales are well fed and happy. This feeding that takes place in Newfoundland has to do many of these whales and any opportunistic feeding going back
Oh,
and forth to the calving breeding ground in the south. That's all they'll eat from one year to the next. So it's a very demanding life
See him,
cycle.
he's there, yeah. And this
The
guy-
females may lose up to 50% of their body weight because they travel south, give birth, and have to nurse the young before they get back to start feeding again and replenish their fat stores.
Shingles. He's still doing it. Yeah, well, this guy's still doing this around the back. This guy is still here, right here.
He's right here.
Yeah.
No, I can't move it.
Other types of whales, such as the fin whale and the minke whales,
He's coming up for a bit of air.
are also known as baleen
Rest for
whales
about 20
or
minutes.
filtered whales. Baleen is a carotene-like substance in the mouth of the whale that is used as a filter to capture and filter out the water and keep and sieve the food such as capelin, krill, herring, and it's a good example of it there with the krill feeding humpback
Still at it.
in the beginning of this session. It gives you an indication
I know.
that these whales swallow in large amounts of water and fish and expel the water through their ventral pleats and baleen, squeezing out the water, keeping the fish.
Now we got about 10 minutes left before I'm going to start to head back. I haven't seen him like be around the boat like that, doing that kind of stuff. Not really, no. I've seen it, but not for that long. Oh wow.
Belly roll.
Oh.
To see these types of displays this close to the boat is absolutely amazing. These are free animals living in the wild, performing and just exhibiting exuberant behavior and actually playing with the boat.
Oh, he's still upside down, yeah. Where's the other one go?
I don't know.
Look at this, look at this. He's gonna get water on the camera. Oh, the other one's here. Right there. He's coming up.
While this is some of the best of humpback behavior,
Coming up right here.
we don't get this every trip, obviously.
This is your spy, huh?
This is a special case, happens probably 2 or 3 times a year, depending. But when those people are on board, they do get
Just
the special treatment of
look at
being
this.
close to these whales and being part of their exuberance.
Oh, we have nothing left to finish.
I got it all. I got it all.
When you look at it, these whales are 50 feet long, our boat is 25 feet long, and they're just so aware they don't even look at or
Man, this is
even
something
close
special for
come
sure.
to even come close to touching the boat.
Oh, this is extremely rare. This is extremely rare.
Oh, wait, hold on.
Yeah, there's one underneath, but he's okay. He knows where we are. 10 years, I've never been bumped by a whale yet.
I think whale watching brings out the best in all of us. It brings us to a common ground that we all stand on,
The other one is still
and we
out.
share this experience and become a little bit closer with nature, the world,
There he
and the
is.
planet in general. And we come away from it changed people, I hope.
23 minutes now, that's what I've got. Well, I got 24. He is going to come up right here. Yeah.
We do get to see so much more, including orcas, fin whales, the
Oh, this one's
occasional blue
turning
whale, sometimes even a right whale. Other whales frequent the bay as well. Sei whales,
My battery's going to die soon. I don't know how.
pilot whales.
Still at it.
We've even had a leatherback turtle seen on tour in late October. The leatherbacks travel from South America,
Comes where?
traveling almost 4,000
Right there?
kilometers, eating jellyfish
Look.
that become part of the plankton bloom later in the season.
Shingles.
Our guests really did get a thrill this day.
When is this going to stop?
I'm sure it goes down as a top event that happened for them in Newfoundland on their vacation. And I'm truly happy to be a part of that.
No, she's on that. Shadow.
Well, I was going to say, I'll bring it up at this point. If anybody's going to give us a review on TripAdvisor or Google, I'd certainly appreciate it.
Here he comes, right here. Oh, is he
Here?
coming? Right now? Yep.
Oh my goodness!
He's coming out.
Oh man!
Come on, come on, come on up.
Come on, Spy Hop!
Come on.
Spy Hop, do
Yeah,
it! Do it! Woohoo! Yay! Slap him on the head!
Oh my God.
Oh jeez!
There he is right here.
I know he's still right there.
He's
Look,
right here.
and this guy is right here.
Woo!
Yeah, look, there's Fred.
Yep. Are you kidding
Happy
me?
birthday.
Yeah, my birthday. This is the best. My 60th birthday. Woo!
You're 48.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, next week.
48 forever.
No, she's 48 next week.
Yeah, this is
Man, man, oh man! And he's still look. He's coming up. He's going to Spy Hop again.
Is he really? Where?
Right there.
Oh
Well, it's
my
not really
gosh.
Spy Hop, I suppose, when he's that close to the boat. Oh man, oh man!
This is crazy. He's right here.
I know.
Right here.
Battery 15% or less, it says. So,
Oh my God.
I still got 15% battery.
I don't know about
Look,
these
look,
two.
just look. He's going to come up right here.
Yeah, here he goes.
How does this happen? A 50-foot whale is playing alongside of a 25-foot boat.
Look at that one out there.
I know. Just,
Come back, honey.
Here he
That's
goes.
the
On other
tail?
side again?
don't be surprised. That's the tail.
He's where? Oh, it is. He's right here. He's
Yeah.
right here.
Now this would be the time to have the underwater camera with the suit on and go and play. Look at this! Look at this guy! Woohoo!
How many times has he come up with that? 3 at least.
As I said, I think we've been accepted into the group.
I think so.
Look at this! Look at this! Jing!
We are a member of the World Cetacean Alliance, which supports citizen science and preservation and conservation of cetaceans in the wild.
No, this
We
is
are
his
part of
tail
this
here.
organization because we feel that we can be effective as a group
This is his
in
tail.
promoting whale conservation
This is the whale.
and promote
This is the other whale.
the end of all whaling activities
Oh, wow. Yeah.
and any capture of
Well,
marine animals.
it's a good thing they're cute.
It is our opinion it's far better to go and do a whale tour than to have any
Oh my God,
animal
look
in
at this.
captivity.
Look at this.
It is definitely best to see them in the wild like we do here.
No, that's still the same one.
Still the same one looking. Okay, we're supposed to go back now.
So get out, do a whale tour, do a virtual tour like we're doing here.
Look at this. Come on, buddy.
But to truly experience like this in the wild
Look at that.
is truly magic.
Where do I look?
14% power.
There's his head.
Yeah, right there.
Gonna pop up again?
He is going to pop up again. Whale. Boat. Whale. And just playing. Come on. He's going to do it.
Yep.
He's going to do it.
Yep.
He's going to do it.
Yep.
Come on, buddy. Come on.
Up, 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 up.
He's coming.
Up.
Come on.
Right there, right there. Look, that's
Here he is.
Here he is.
Hello.
And there. Oh.
Yep, he's coming.
Come on.
Oh, baby.
The other guy's going, I'm over here. I'm over here.
Yeah, but this guy's cute. It's still there. It's just trying to figure us out.
Seriously, we are.
You're gonna have to look over there.
He's still there.
Someone back.
I'm up to half an hour now, 30 minutes, 39 seconds.
It doesn't even feel like that long.
Right here.
What kind of phone? It's Sony Xperia. Supposed to be waterproof. Right here.
Oh, no, yeah, one more.
Oh, here we go. One more time. At least one more time. I think the other guy is right there too, isn't he? Or no. Look at this, man. Oh, there's the other guy.
It's magic when you get a selfie of yourself and the whale. This is truly a display of magic by an animal for people to look at. I wonder what they think of us watching them,
They're huge.
and I don't know if they realize how much they thrilled us with their antics and their play. Certainly it was worth the price of admission for a tour with us to get this experience. I just wish I could give it to everybody.
It's like 30 minutes now.
33 minutes and 30 seconds. On the outside of him, I believe. All I keep him wears off. Yeah, he's doing it again. Well, another successful journey. Another satisfied customer, and Skipper Bob saying over and out. Bye, everyone.